Hey everybody, my glasses just fell off. And welcome to the February edition of Indie Film Cafe's Video Hall. This is the second time that we are doing this with a couple of different people here, including your host here, A Presenza, otherwise known as the Moo Cow. But we also have with us today...
Jonathan A. Moody, your co-host.
Outstanding, sir. And joining us today is also...
John Ward.
Yay. All right, guys. So you know the rules. We're going to introduce 5 Blu-rays and 20 DVDs that we have purchased for the month because we are crazy little pack rats and we got to have our movies every month. And this time around, it looks like I'm starting it off with the Blu-rays. So, all right. My first Blu-ray is actually not a stinker. It looks like it should be very interesting, and it is The Man Who Killed Don Quixote. I don't know if you can see that. I may have to get rid of my Sasquatch.
No, you got to hold it right in front of you.
Like that?
And up. Nope. I'll go over.
There you go. Wait, you had it.
Yeah, you got to be really kind of smaller like I am, and then you can hold it right in front of yourself. And you just hold it like right here. You just do like that.
There we go. I'm just going to get rid of the Sasquatch boobs, unfortunately. But there you go. The Man Who Killed Don Quixote. It's a Terry Gilliam movie, which was about the experience that he went through trying to make his version of Don Quixote, which was a long time in making, and I'm not even sure if it actually...
Yeah, he actually made it. Or
finally made it.
Yeah, he finally made it. But it wasn't with Johnny Depp and...
Right.
The people he had.
With Adam Driver and Jonathan Pryce and a bunch of other folks are in there, and should be very interesting because Terry Gilliam is of course from Monty Python and such, and it was turned out to be quite the ordeal. So very interested to see that. The rest looked like a bunch of silly, weird stinkers. Next one I have is Salem Witch Trials. Okay, and that is with Kirstie Alley and Alan Bates, of all people. So that should be interesting just from the cast alone. Next, we have an unrated movie called Doomsday.
That's a great movie.
Yeah. Should be
interesting. Yeah, the director's Neil Marshall, who did Dog Soldiers.
Oh,
and he also did Descent.
Yeah, Descent. I see that.
Yeah, Doomsday is an awesome film.
Okay, we will check that out then. The next one is something called Nuclear, which looks like it's a nuclear war scenario. Always a fun and shits and gigs. And finally is a movie I think you guys already have, but I finally got it in Blu-ray Steelbook, and that is Wolfsbane.
Is that the steel case?
That is the steel case. So steel case.
That's the only way to own it.
$1.25. I mean, when it's out there, I try to get them. They're not as frequent as maybe as you guys get them, but I pick them up when I can. All right. So I guess you are next, Mr. Ward, for your 5 Blu-rays.
Real quick. I wanted to tell you, you're kind of wrong, Paul, about one thing. That was not, you actually have the real movie in your hands. The Man Who Killed Don Quixote, that's the real one.
Oh, that's the real one? That's not the documentary?
No, the documentary is called Lost in La Mancha.
Oh, damn.
So you got the real movie.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking, wait, what was that called? Because I don't think it was that one. So you actually have the real movie. So that's...
Wow, then that's interesting.
Yeah. You still need to get Lost in La Mancha, I guess.
Yes.
But, at some point.
Great documentary.
Yeah,
I definitely want to check it out. I'm hoping it'll pop up in the dollar store. You never know, man.
I just wanted to clear that before we get comments with people going, rah, 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 rah. Right? You were wrong about that. And, but I'm very happy you are wrong because that's actually something I've been wanting to see too. So I may borrow that someday after you watch it. Okay, John Ward, your turn.
Well, I already previewed it and then showed it again because Paul has it, but I also have Salem Witch Trials.
Okay.
Oh God. We all do.
Do you have it? Show it. All of us show our copies.
There we
Paul,
go.
get yours up there too. Let's do all three at the same time.
You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this stupid thing too. I'm gonna get rid of this.
There's Paul's.
Hold on, wait. I know my room's messy. Just get over it. There you go.
Yep.
All have the same one.
Nice.
There you go.
That's funny. Okay, then the one I have after that is Two Graves in the Desert.
Makes sense for Las Vegas.
Yes, and it has Michael Madsen and William Baldwin.
Didn't Michael Madsen just get arrested?
Oh, I don't know. I know Alec Baldwin is getting sued.
There you
so
go.
I guess you need William Baldwin these days. But did Michael Madsen just get arrested?
Yeah, he was kicked out of his place and he put up a fight, so they arrested his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How the mighty has fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it does say, and you're right, Paul, it is Vegas, the Vegas road trip from hell. And it's got a slip jacket, which is why I like it.
Oh,
so
cool.
I'm very big on the slip jacket.
You might notice some places. You might, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems
and
like.
Then I did pick up.
I was going to say, it seems like there's a lot of stuff, or I mean, not a lot, but there's more being filmed in Vegas, in the Vegas area, than I expected.
Oh, well, Vegas is pretty easy to shoot in. So they don't demand permits and all that type of stuff, at least for the more micro budget stuff.
Very cool.
So, yeah, it's just easier to shoot out here than California. And then because I knew Texas Chainsaw Massacre was coming out, I decided to upgrade my favorite sequel to Blu-ray. So I got Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Does that have commentary?
The Archive Warner. Yes. I believe it's just the Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, it's just the DVD. It's the DVD copy.
Okay.
Because everybody was hoping this was more of an uncut version, and it's not. It's just they just put it onto. But I wanted an upgrade, so. And then I really dig these. So the New Kids, it's got the VHS tape.
Oh, nice.
So I also got one for Happy Birthday to Me, and then you just get like the regular when you pop it out. So I think that's kind of fun. And then the last one is I picked up the Warlock Collection. So it has all three. And it's also, so it's got Warlock the Armageddon, and Warlock 3, The End of Innocence. Warlock is on its own Blu-ray, and then the sequels are doubled. So they're like a double feature. But it was freaking cheap. It was under $20. I figured for 3 movies, and it's from the Vestron collection, why not?
Yeah.
Some of them special features and some don't. So, all right, that's my 5.
All right, Mr. Moody, you're next.
All right. Well, obviously, Salem Witch Trials, first one. Then I'm gonna do this one last. And this one's my last. So then, of course, a couple another Dollar Tree ones. I got a movie called Ill. Final Contagion.
I got that one.
I don't know what that's about, but and then I got a movie called Accidental Exorcism that I found at the Exorcist that I found at the what is it? Second and Charles. This looks.
Oops! I was walking down the street and I accidentally performed an exorcism.
I was like,
accidental exorcism.
Well, exorcist. So maybe maybe they. Isn't every exorcist an accident? I don't think anybody's ever going, you know what? I want to be possessed by the devil today. I don't know.
Yeah, but exorcist is the person doing the exorcism.
Right.
Remember, the exorcist is the priest.
Right.
So would it be like if Jonathan was possessed and I was standing next to him and I went, God damn it, Jonathan, and then he wasn't possessed anymore? It would be
I have
accidental exorcist.
I have this scene in my head where the priest is walking down the street and there are all these people being possessed by Satan all over the place. And he's like, sorry, I'm off today. I'm not doing it. You're not tempting me.
No.
But, the other
I'm only part-time.
Somebody else.
It says, okay, this is what it reads. Okay, so let me read this to you real quick. Richard Vanek is 30-something Polish, a piss poor alcoholic and a bad writer. He can't hold down a day job to maintain a normal life, and he can't finish his book because long ago fate dealt him a very strange hand. Vanek is a natural-born exorcist.
What?
In fact, he's the best there ever was with possessions on the rise across the city. He's book solid. Reluctantly, he faces the fact that performing exorcisms is the only thing he's truly good at, even though it's wearing him down and making his life utterly miserable. Case after case, he stares evil incarnate in the face and takes on satanic foes to help those in need, but without a price, because only slowly killing him. It's changing him. What? Why would you? Okay, like, why would you not do it for a price if you knew you had a gift to do it, right? Like, you knew, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is just easy for me to fucking do. Let me.
Well, because it's a gift. If it's a gift, like you shouldn't charge for it.
It's not like being a really good plumber.
I don't know if you should.
Yeah, if you found, I mean, I agree with that. But if you had like all of a sudden you found out that you could heal people by touching them, you shouldn't charge for it technically. But I would be like, fuck that! I'm charging you if I touch you. One finger is $1,000. You want total coverage? I'll give you 5 for $5,000.
Exactly. Kind of like that part in Buffy where they're like, why aren't you charging people?
I know, seriously, after a while, like, what if you're saving people's lives, fucking charge for it. But then in Buffy, then they have to like disclose that all the stuff's real or whatever, Yeah. So, but I don't know. Anyway, next up is a 3-pack, triple feature pack, which has Scar, which I have on Blu-ray already, Terror Trap, and Midnight Movie.
Midnight Movie.
I got that one. Fun. That's a good one.
And then
Midnight Movie is fun. It primarily takes place in a movie theater, so that's yeah.
To me, that's fun. This kind of reminds me of popcorn.
Yeah.
All right. So
as long as you got butter with it.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
And D. Wallace. Always a good thing. All right.
Hell. And Jill, what's her face?
Jill Sholin. I actually interviewed
Sholin?
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was sweet. Okay. So the last but not least, zombie strippers.
Oh yeah, I've got that
classic.
I do not have that one.
Speaking of Vegas,
I think it is 7. Awesome. Well, that's it for my Blu-rays.
All right. Well, then moving on along to my first group of 10 DVDs. And I'm sure there's going to probably end up being some crossover between all three of us, and that's fine. It's not a big deal. So the first one I have is something called A Psycho's Path.
I have that somewhere.
Instead of psychopath, it's a psycho's path. No one is safe.
Not have it.
ITN put that out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Next, we have one called, and it's got Tom Downs and Dee Wallace, Dolls.
Yay!
Got that. Yep.
I think we watched. Was that the movie we watched and did the review? Yeah. No, wait.
I don't think so.
No, it wasn't. Mandy was
like
the one
5,000 doll movies, man.
We did Mandy, which is also produced by the same guy, I think. So,
right. And here's another one of your favorite topics, Mr. Moody. Found footage 3D. And it comes with 3D glasses.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
Who put that out?
Let's see here. Shudder.
Oh, cool.
Yep, it's a Shudder movie.
Is that a Dollar Tree?
Yep.
I might actually pick that up, even though I don't like found footage. I support Shudder. So.
Okay. Very cool. Next is one I think Moody already has at the very least, but it might have been both of you guys. Sacrilege. And
yes, have that one. Yep.
This is one of the slip box versions.
So you gave me it, but it's going to be on my next haul. So
understood. Speaking of Shudder, we have another Shudder movie called Scare Package.
I got that one. Yeah, that's on my next one. Yeah.
but it's got a whole bunch of special features, and it's this is actually supposed to be a lot of fun. So I'm very curious about that.
Shudder really promoted it a lot when it came out.
All right. Here's a movie that I know I bought before, but I can't find it anywhere, so I may have lost it. So when I saw it again, I thought I'd grab it. But it is Crawl, and it's a gator in the sewer kind of flick.
I've seen that in the theater. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, all right.
It wasn't,
I like Crawl.
It wasn't in the sewer, though. It was in a house.
Basement.
Oh, okay.
Basement.
You know, it's
I
fun.
think like a Florida basement.
It's done by the guy who did what is it? The Hills Have Eyes remake and Piranha 3D and
Oh, Alexandra
Aja.
Aja,
yeah.
Alexander Aja.
Yeah, good guy.
Okay. The next is a mashup movie of Your Next Meets The Purge, and it's called Don't Let Them In.
I have that somewhere.
Do not know it.
It's going to be in my next haul, so get ready for that.
Next, we got another slip jacket one, and it is called Kill Mode.
Awesome.
Got that one. Yep.
I did not get that one.
Does not look like a ripoff on Alicia at all. So
next is one that I know John Ward had last month, and so I finally got it. It's also Shudder, and it is VFW.
Yeah, I keep seeing it, and I keep thinking I have it, so maybe I should pick it up anyway.
Stephen Lang, William Sandler, Martin Cove, and Fred Williamson.
William Sadler.
A lot of good people.
One of my favorites.
And finally, for my last in the first group of 10 is yet another Shudder movie, and it is called The Night Shifter.
Yep. Got that one too. Yep.
Okay. All right. You are next, Mr. Ward, for your first group of 10.
Well, I'll start by saying I met William Sadler once. It was right after he made Trespass in Pasadena when I worked at Barnes & Noble. He was even wearing a Trespass hat.
Nice.
And I saw the Tales from the Crypt movie, the Demon Knight.
Oh,
I'd seen that, but he was wearing the Trespass hat. And when he came up to buy some books, I told him how awesome I thought Demon Knight was. And he was very nice. He was like, "Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. It was fun to make." So very nice guy. I've
seen him do like interviews and other things, and he seems like a genuinely just nice guy, So I've always been supportive of everything.
I think so. All right. So my first one, none of these on this stack are Dollar Tree. The next stack are have some Dollar Tree, but these are all ones that I either purchased from Amazon or eBay. So the first one is one that I know Jonathan will like, and he already knows that I have it, but it's Cujo. I finally got that one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And this is the 25th anniversary edition. So it's got its slip jacket. So he's like,
I think I have that. That's a DVD, right? Or is that a Blu-ray?
DVD.
No, it's a DVD. Yeah, we're on DVDs. Okay. Yeah. No, I have that because I have that thing.
Yeah. And then this is also oldies.com too. So we got this is from that big sale that they had. So we got Camp Hideaway Massacre.
Nice.
Tina Kraus. Never seen it, never heard of it or anything.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Except that it's directed by Ted Mooring.
Yay.
Who we all know.
We all love Ted.
Yeah. Yeah, which is weird. I've never heard of this before. But it looks like it's from like Oldies Made It or something, because they're all over the box.
Nice.
I think they distributed it, but I don't think they made it. I don't know. That's a Ted Mooring question. We'll have to get him on the show.
I love oldies.com.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a lot of mine will actually be from there.
Well, and then I also got this from them. I owned it a long time ago and then I sold it, but it's Urban Chills 10 horror movies. So it's I basically got for stuff like Recoil, and then you got the comedy Cracker Jacked about the white rapper guy who goes around killing people with the Jason mask. Doors at the Demon at the Doors is amazing with the Insane Clown Posse. This movie is crazy. And then you get like Zombie Night, which I thought was pretty good. So this has got good stuff on it. So, and this is one of those ones that was only like a few bucks. So I thought, oh shit, let me pick it up again. And then I'm glad that we're doing this month because these are two films that actually do celebrate Black History Month. So this is Melvin Van Peebles' Certified X, which is one of the best documentaries I've ever seen about Black cinema. And he is amazing. He is on my list as one of the greatest directors ever. I think that he's absolutely amazing with Sweetback's Badass Revenge. Badass song. Well, he does take revenge. But this is amazing how it starts from like plays and goes through silent films. It works all the way up to present day of this.
Nice.
So, and then after that, I got his son's movie about Sweetback, Badass.
There you go.
So this is Mario Van Peebles playing his dad in the making of Sweetback's Badass song.
Cool.
That's awesome. Are you gonna watch them back to back?
That would be good. Oh well, yeah. You watch Sweetback and then you can watch this. This is one of those ones where it's not as good as Ed Wood, but it's better than the one that the guys did after that. The one with Eddie Murphy. I'm blanking.
What? I love that. Dolomite is my
name.
I love Dolomite is my name.
Dolomite is my name is just a ripoff on Ed Wood. There's even the same scenes and dialogue from Ed Wood. There is the scene where Eddie Murphy as Dolomite is at the payphone and he's trying to sell his movie and he goes, "Oh, you didn't like it? Well, my next one will be better." It's the same scene and the same dialogue.
Don't remember that, but now I gotta go rewatch it. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe
it might change a couple words around.
Side by side comparison.
This is. Yeah, it's not exact, but I was watching it going, oh come on guys, really? And it even works the same way. Dolomite works the same way as Ed Wood. So not as good as Ed Wood, but better than Dolomite is my name. Okay. So definitely worth watching.
It's funny.
Now I'm a fan of the film.
I was just saying I didn't even think about it, but we probably should have done Black Devil Doll in February instead of later.
Yeah.
For Black History Month, but I don't know. It happens.
Yep.
Yeah, well, these just happen to be two that I bought in February, so I thought, oh, it works out perfectly. Then I'm a big fan of Seven, but I don't own it. But I do own ripoffs of Seven. So the Horseman with Dennis Quaid, which is basically them using the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, to kill people with, and it's got its slip jacket, which is nice. So. And then, of course, we also have Resurrection with Christopher Lambert.
Oh, God.
And this is directed by Russell Mulcahy. So we got the Highlander team going. But this is about a guy who kills people to resurrect Christ. So he takes an arm, a leg, he takes a chest, he takes a head, and then like a foot. And then he's trying to recreate the body of Christ. So Christ becomes, gets resurrected.
I heard
about
this.
I love this film. It is so ridiculous. It's awesome. And this is a hard version to find too. So it has like a whole new cover and everything now. And I like this one much better. Then this is, these two were eBay. This is also eBay. So it's all Into the World movies. And I got it mostly for I Am Omega.
Oh, is that that's the what is it? Asylum movie with Mark Dacascos, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then it's got some good stuff on it. I mean, Last of the Living is pretty good. It's got Night of the Living Dead, the original, on there. So it's got some okay stuff on here too. So, but I like the cover. In fact, there's Mark right there. So I figured I would pick it up. I wanted this anyways, but it's like, oh, it's in a set, so let me get this. I love mummy movies, so I got my mummy collection going. So Day of the Mummy, never seen it. Probably not nearly as good as the box shows, as I'm sure.
Probably not. And
I'm collecting Ouija movies. I have a Ouija collection going. So I got Ouija room.
Oh, I have that somewhere.
Isn't there a Ouija mummy?
There is, yeah. I believe.
Yeah, that's
Seb.
Yeah, that's Seb and Dustin Hubbard, and yeah. So yeah, so that's difficult. Where does that go in my collection? Does it go under Ouija's or does it go under mummies? I think it goes under Ouija's because the first word is Ouija.
Yeah.
So it has to go under Ouija.
Or you could get two.
There's got to be a Ouija mummy shark massacre out there. Amityville Ouija mummy shark massacre.
There you go.
Don't say anything. I think Ron Bonk listens to this stuff. You know,
Ron Bonk liked my post for Amityville Campout.
Oh,
so you never know. He might have his eye set on Amityville Campout.
I could give Ron Bonk 1,000 ideas. Trust me.
You better copyright that shit, because as soon as people hear that shit, they're like they'll make it before you get a chance to. That's the scary thing.
Well, in our little community, if somebody were to all of a sudden make a film called Amityville, Campout, I think they would be skewered for that, knowing that it's mine.
Oh yeah.
So most of the time I make up that stuff as a joke, but this got really good response. So it's like, okay, Scott Tepperman, David Hayes, Ron Bonk. All right, okay, maybe, maybe next year. Just nobody steal it because I will sue you.
Good.
I love the idea of
I'm Italian.
Haunted campground where like the marshmallows start to whisper, "Get out."
I can't say anything. I already have a thing going for what it is, so I already have some sort of idea.
All right. Do you have more? Was that it, or?
That's your first group of 10?
Nope, that's it. Ouija room was the last one.
All right, so here we go. All right, so this is going to be the only one that's actually different from the other ones in this group, So this is I got this at the Restore, and it's the Fallen Angel.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's got Legion, Priest, and Gabriel. It's all like Hollywood type angel movies,
but not Prophecy, huh?
What? Not Prophecy, but I think Prophecy was, I don't know, probably a little bit more independent than them.
That's got its own collection from Echo Bridge that you get. It has all of them on it. Yeah, but that one that you have, if you haven't seen Legion is awesome.
I'm gonna watch them all.
It's just the Terminator, but with angels. But
I was kind of meh about it.
No, I'm interested in seeing all of them. Just to check them out. I love angels and demon kind of movies, or whatever. So I'm, excited to see it.
And TV show for Legion kind of sucked, but All
right. So all of these are going to be by the same director, by the way. I got all of his movies and that are at oldies.com, by the way. And they are Joshua Kennedy, Attack of the Puppet Octopus People.
Nice.
And bonus is Frankenstein versus Hitler.
Outstanding.
So then there's
let's just hope that's as good as Bigfoot versus Krampus.
It's a short bonus, so it's whatever. Then there's Night of Medusa, and plus Slave Girls on the Moon. So both done by Joshua Kennedy. Then there is Voyage to the Planet of Teenage Cavemen or Cavewomen. And
I was about to say.
Yeah, that doesn't sound as much fun. And then the other one is Bikini Planet.
I know Bikini Planet.
So Joshua Kennedy did Voyage to the Planet of Teenage Cavewomen. And I watched it. It's a short. It's it's cute.
Yeah, I have that disc.
And then Bikini
Planet. Conrad Brooks is in one of those.
Yep. Bikini Planet has.
That's why I got it.
Has Stephanie Beaton, Conrad Brooks, and it's directed by a guy named Derek Zemrak. So then I got this. This is like the third version of Slimoids I got. I got Slimoids and the Fungus Among Us, and that the reason I got it was for the Fungus Among Us, which I haven't seen.
We have to get collectively everything that Conrad Brooks has ever made.
That's my plan. That's what I've been working at. Cowgirls versus Pterodactyls.
Nice.
With the bonus of
okay.
the St. Augustine Monster, both done by Joshua Kennedy. The Return of Sherlock Holmes, which also includes Sherlock Jones, Lost in Limehouse, which is a parody of Sherlock Holmes, but an older parody from 1933. So, but the Return of Sherlock Holmes is done by Joshua Kennedy. Menace with Five Arms, directed by Joshua Kennedy, and Curse of Insect Woman, directed by Joshua Kennedy. So a lot of these are like they'll have like a feature and then a short, to go along with them.
That's cool.
So two more. I've got the Vesuvius Experiment, which comes with a short called The Beast from 20 zillion years ago, and directed by Ryan.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah. And then the last one is the Theseus and the Minotaur, directed by Joshua Kennedy, and Night of the Beast from 20 zillion years. So
I know of his work. I know of him. I've only seen The Fungus Among Us. So when he does his stuff with like octopuses and all that, is he taking footage from other movies, or is it like all of his films original? Or does he borrow from other like films?
I'm not sure.
I think he's a borrower.
He's probably a borrower, but I mean, he might do his own like little things too, like make it look like it's, like it was back then. You know what I mean? Like it looks like it's legit. When he did the cave woman thing, it looked like it was made in 1950s, and stuff like that. But you could tell. I mean, it was obvious. You know what I mean? Like you could just tell it wasn't. So, and it was fun. It was cute. I like.
And anything with Conrad Brooks is gonna be legit. We know this.
Well, no, that was Bikini Planet, which had nothing to do with him. So that was the only one that he did. So everything else was Joshua Kennedy. I liked what I saw of his. So stuff. So I'm happy.
I used to have a dialogue with Conrad Brooks like in 2000, 2001. Because I was making an Ed Wood documentary, like the fans of Ed Wood. So I used to talk to him on the phone all the time.
I talked to him before too on the phone, but he always thought I was John Johnson because he was working with John Johnson on like a ton of different projects, and I was another John from Virginia.
So you gotta pay me, Johnny.
Yeah. So anyway, I just always thought that was funny because he would say, "Aren't we doing another movie?" Blah, blah. I was like, "We have not done a movie together yet. We're planning to." Mr. Brooks, he was like, "Oh, okay, right." So yeah. Aww. Anyway, it was a great memories. Sad that never happened.
Yeah, we should. Well, we could get John Johnson on Zoom. Maybe the four of us could do like a special Conrad Brooks thing that we could put out. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Somebody was putting together a Converse documentary, and I interviewed for that.
Yeah,
I don't know if it ever came out or. Yeah, this is like maybe about a year or so ago. That because it's when I was doing the doc, a lot of the Ed Wood people were still alive. Mm-hmm. So like I reached out to
Paul
Marco and all that. Yeah. And Paul Marco freaked out on me on the phone because back then it was just the phone and email. And when I put the list of people that I've contacted to people that I haven't got in contact with, I put Conrad's name above Marco. And Marco freaked out. Wow. Saying, "How dare you put his name above mine?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's just a list of people who I contacted and people who I haven't." He's like, "I don't want to be involved in your film. I don't want anything to do with you." And I had to calm him down, and then everything was fine. And then I talked to Conrad about that, and Conrad just laughed, and he's just like, "Yep, that's Paul Marco. That's he doesn't like me," because there were two Ed Wood camps. So there were it was weird of like everybody thought they owned Plan 9 or Bride of the Monster, and there's a whole history there that's that's really worth looking at.
We got to get John Johnson in on this conversation. I think he'd be fascinated.
Yep. All right, so your turn for your last group.
All right. So I saved the juiciest ones for last, of course.
Me too.
So
Juicy.
The first couple are going to be more dollar store things. These are more interesting ones. Here's another Shudder one called Monsters. I don't know.
I saw that somewhere. Yeah.
It looks ridiculous, so I snagged it. And then
I think it's a play off of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Isn't it like when Shaggy would go like monster, and then he would run, or mommy, and then he would run.
That makes sense. This is not a Shudder. Oh yes, it is. I thought it was, and it's called Dead Detectives.
So we're gonna have a lot of crossovers for next. Jesus Christ.
And then, this is the one that's not Shudder, but it does have C. Thomas Howell, James Duval, and James Hong, and it's called Beast Mode.
Yep. God damn it.
Yes.
Hitting the same source.
Apparently
now
so.
I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multi-movie packs that I got. Starting with the Midnight Hour Collection, The Devil's Partner. Okay, so it comes with Devil's Partner, Black Dragons, Monstrosity, and Night of the Blood Beast, which is an old stinker.
Oh, yeah, we know about Night of the Blood
That's
Beast.
That's a good pack.
Yeah, it is. So I grabbed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I think I have that. I might have that on order.
All right. Well, the next one is called the Master of Horrors at Roger Corman Collection.
Nice. Where did you get these at?
Oh.
This one I believe I ordered, but it's a Brentwood movie, so it's or disc, so it's not too expensive. I think it was like $3. But it's Last Woman on Earth, Bucket of Blood, Swamp Woman, and The Fast and the Furious.
Nice.
I have all of those movies individually,
cool.
but I didn't have them all in one pack. So, okay, next. This is the Scream Theater double feature with 2 classic slasher flicks, and it is The Last Slumber Party, which is an old classic, and Terror at 10 Killer, which I'd never heard of.
Yeah. Terror at 10 Killer is it's actually pretty famous.
Oh, yeah? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I own that one. Yeah.
Next one is one that I did get from oldies.com, and it is called the Shadows Collection, including 8 movies with Backwoods, Feeding Grounds, Netherworld, Blood Predator, our favorite, The Black Raven, The Ghost Walks, and Ken Russell's Gothic, which I actually like a lot.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's like the most legit movie on there.
Right. Are you saying Blood Predator's not legit?
I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of legit, we now have a Pendulum Pictures 6 movie collection, Everlasting Evils.
Yeah, I got that.
And it's got Invitation, which we talked about earlier, Blood Rights, Death from Beyond, Deadly Memories, The Innocent, and Siege of Evil, which has been on like every pack there is.
So Deadly Memories is a Donald Farmer movie.
Yep.
What is it? Invitation was done by Jeff Burton, was that the guy's name? That just I want to watch Invitation. I watched Deadly Memories and loved it, absolutely. And it's going to be on IFC like either this year or next.
Yay!
Because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while.
Well, I've got the next 2 in my group, in my glass. The last 2, they are definitely going to be IFC movies. I can tell you that. First, we have a movie called Zillafoot.
Oh, Lord.
Which is a combination of Godzilla and Bigfoot. I cannot wait. Half lizard, half gorilla.
I've heard of that. I feel like
who made that one?
It's an SRS movie. So Anthony Polonia.
Mark Polonia's son.
His son. Oh, he's now directing. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's been directing for a little bit.
And Brett Piper's involved too, so you know it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I look forward to that. Okay.
And a movie that Mr. Ward talked about, or I think you posted about it on Facebook, and I immediately was like, oh, I have to get that. Hot Chicks Blast Uranus.
Oh God. Yep.
I next week on One Filmmaker. Well, this Wednesday on One Filmmaker, One Film, I interview Richard for that. So nice. we do talk about Uranus a lot. So
nice.
If you guys like Uranus, check it out.
The exploits of Candy Pickles and her fight against the the monsters from Uranus.
That is something that's going to be on IOC. Yeah, you said that earlier, right? Said something about that, and I'm excited. But I don't think who you're going to try to get for that is going to be excited about it as much as I am.
We'll see.
Okay. He's got plans for it, which is fun.
I do. It should be fun.
Yeah. So
that's the last of my last group.
All right. So it's now John Ward's turn.
Okay. So I wanted to check out Dollar Tree, $1.25 Tree. And right next to it is Zia Records. And there was nothing at $1.25 Tree. Nothing new at all. So I was very disappointed in that. So I went next door and I did pick up a few, I think like 5 films from Zia Records. Some of these Jonathan will be happy about and for upcoming videos. But this one I found, it's weird. It's a short film. It was like $5, but I picked it up anyways. But it's AFI, American Film Institute. And it's Psycho Hillbilly Cabin Massacre.
Dude, that sounds like an awesome mashup right there.
Yeah, and it's Yeehaw, Your Worst Nightmare, The Evil Doers Are Coming. And it looks like it's supposed to be like a 70s type movie. And it's only 17 minutes, unless they got the time wrong. It says 17 minutes.
Who's the director?
So, Robert Cossahan?
I think I know him.
Cosnahan.
Yeah.
And it does say American Film Institute presents.
What's it called again? How do you say that? Psycho
Hillbilly Cabin Massacre.
As you do.
Cabin Massacre. Yeah, it's a short, only 17 minutes.
Nice. Nice. You need to do it for our show. We've been doing a show on shorts.
Yep. You should come on.
Yeah,
and just record one.
But I mean, how can you? Oh, do you do it solo?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you guys would see this. Oh, okay, if it's solo, sure.
Yeah, you could do a solo version, and we'll just have you out there. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
That gives us less work to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like there's only any bonus features on it. This is 2006, but it does say featuring Academy Award nominee Patty McCormick, the Bad Seed, and a special cameo from Jill Gerard from Buck Rogers in the 25th Century.
That's funny.
Wow.
There we go. So, yeah. And then I picked up this. I do not have. I've been searching for it, but I've only been able to find it in a pack, which I already own movies from that pack, so I didn't want to double buy. But and I at some point I probably will review this. Maybe I'll do it for like reviews after midnight. But it's The Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans with Mr. Nick Cage.
Yeah, it's over the top.
Yeah, and I forgot that Werner Herzog directed this.
Yeah. I love Werner Herzog, but this movie is just nuts. It's it's kind of movie.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. And then this is one of the ones that the next few will actually make Mr. Moody happy. So I did find a copy of Cursed.
Nice.
It's the unrated version.
Nice.
So Now the only one I need to find is Teaching Miss Tingle. And so I got that for our video. Also picked up Stephen King stuff. So I got The Mangler 2.
Nice.
Starring Lance Hendrickson.
I didn't even know there was a 2.
Yeah, there's a 2.
There was even a 3. There was actually a 3.
Yeah. And that was called
Mangler Reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, when I first saw it, was more like a porn. And by the time I got done with it, I actually had to take a shower. That's it. Just, I don't know how I would feel about it today. But and then we go legit Stephen King with 1408.
Nice.
That's actually a pretty good one.
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so we should do it. You know,
this is a double disc, so it has the disc 1 is the theatrical release, and disc 2 is the extended director's cut with an alternate ending.
Ooh.
So if you do pick it up, make sure you get the one that says 2-disc collection.
Nice.
On top.
Okay.
And this is a really good movie, and they follow the short story pretty well. They had to extend it, of course, but you know, they do follow it pretty well. Now we get into Dollar Tree. This one I made sure to get into my my picks here because I thought you guys would appreciate it because I have not seen it come up yet. Chinese speaking vampires.
Nice. I want it.
Yeah, I think I might have seen that somewhere and just didn't pick it up for some reason. I don't know.
I felt weird about buying it because it was at a Dollar Tree, and this is the only one I could find. So I'm handing it to a female, you know, behind the register, and it's like, yes, I would like to purchase my Chinese-speaking vampires, please, with the Chinese schoolgirl on the front.
Nice.
It felt weird. And then to go along with some Paul stuff, this is also Dollar Tree Roger Corman collection.
There you go.
So this is 5 drive-in classics on 2 DVDs. And it's got Little Shop of Horrors, The Terror, Dementia 13, She Gods of Shark Reef, and Swamp Women.
Nice.
Some of these I already have remastered on like really good DVDs, so they like look great. But I figured for $1, I'm not going to pass that up.
Right.
You know.
The Terror
and then they
put
put out a second one. I love The Terror. How dare you? The Terror is awesome.
It's so boring.
It's so Edgar Allan Poe kind of H.P. Lovecrafty.
A movie where nothing happens.
The making of the movie is more interesting than the movie itself.
Yes, I grant you that.
Then there was a second one. So this is the second Roger Corman one. And it has on it Beast from Haunted Cave, The Wild Ride, The Fast and the Furious, T-Bird Gang, and High School Big Shot.
Oh God, High School Big Shot.
I like that they put the posters
out.
and stuff on the back.
Nobody told me that we were all going to buy, that we were all supposed to buy Roger Corman movies, you know.
The King of Stink. Come on, man.
Oh, no. I think Roger Corman is God's gift to the film industry, and I mean that with all seriousness. I think Roger Corman is the greatest thing to ever happen to film. He has absolutely changed film history. Without him, we wouldn't have the directors that we do, the actors that we do, the editors that we do.
He showed indies how to make movies cheaper, and that it didn't really matter how good it was. I mean, you could still make a decent enough picture without spending, crazy amounts of money or having to have to get contracts for all these big name actors and actresses. You could just make your own movie and it'll be just as fine. Not all the time, but
and it's there's a huge history behind Corman and stuff like Humanoids from the Deep and Battle Beyond. Yeah, so I highly respect the guy, and but now to I don't want to hurt Jonathan's feelings anymore, so we'll move out of Roger Corman and get into zombies.
Oh,
so
you're gonna hurt my mood. You're gonna hurt my feelings in a different way now. I'm not a big.
Because I know how much Jonathan loves zombies.
That's actually something I have for. I don't think it's for the next one. I think it's for the. Or is it for the next one? Or it might be for. Yeah, it's for my. I already have ones for with the month after. So not March and April. Like I think I've already got up to April, and that's gonna be my April haul.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah, this does 5 films, once again, on 2 DVDs, and you get Zombie Hell House, which is actually House by the Cemetery, just retitled. Nice. The original Night of the Living Dead, Last Man on Earth, which is one of the greatest films I think that comes.
I have that in another
post-apocalyptic.
Collection,
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have not yet, but
you really should. It's based on I Am Legend, which is the greatest.
Yeah,
in my
it's
opinion,
Vincent
one of the
Price,
greatest novels
right?
ever written.
It's Vincent Price, if I'm correct. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, and Richard Matheson even wrote the screenplay, but under a different name. So
nice.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
So it's the closest to the I Am Legend novel is Last Man on Earth. It does have White Zombie and also Revolt of the Zombies. So there's some good stuff on here too. And then for my very last one, and what's that?
I said public domain zombies.
Mm-hmm. That should be
of them.
That should be a movie. You just take all the different public domain zombie movies and mesh them together, and then create like an original story around them. Ed Wood would be proud.
Yes, he would.
It's
no Roger Corman.
Well, I find it interesting. Well, and now Full Moon, since they've done that with like 2 or 3 films during the pandemic, which I refuse to watch. So I don't like that they did that because they weren't even public domain movies. But the one that confuses me on this is Zombie Hell House, because House by the Cemetery is not public domain, but maybe under this title it is.
I didn't even know that.
I'm a little confused on how that one works.
Well, maybe whoever does own the rights to that particular movie. I don't know. Was it Mill Creek or something?
This is brought out.
Brentwood.
This is looks like All Agro brought these out in the Corman too.
I don't know that.
I don't recognize their name. Pop Flicks is up here, but El Negro is down there. So, and then my last one, never really watched the show or anything, but I figured it was on the slow day of nothing much at $1.25 Tree. So I picked it up. Why not? It's the best of Bonanza.
Oh, cool. I never saw it either.
Yeah.
Not mine.
15 color episodes. It's why not? $1.25. If I ever get bored one day in my old age, I could sit down and watch Bonanza.
And you were tempted by the shiny metal box.
That is the main reason why I got it. If it's metal and it's $1.25, I'm going to buy it.
There you go.
All right, and that's all of mine.
Are you going to be an ASMR artist and just tap on the boxes the whole time? And ASMR, that's all they do is like tap on the boxes and shit. All right.
I don't know what that is.
You never heard of ASMR? It's
people who like sound and sound effects
and music, like basically.
Oh, Jonathan told me about that.
Yeah, it helps you go to sleep.
Yes, I've seen some videos about that. How they whisper into the microphone
exactly
for you, and they make millions of dollars from it for some reason.
I like the ones where they feed bunnies like fruits and stuff, and you just hear them nibbling. It's so cute.
Oh, all right. So this isn't cute at all, this group of movies. First is On the Trail of Ed Wood.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
It's got Conrad Brooks, and it's also got Gypsy Vampire, The Final Bloodlust, which is the last Gypsy Vampire movie of all time. So unless they make a remake, but
unless we make a remake,
well, we'd have to get permission by Conrad Brooks's family or something, to do that. And so anyway, that's wonderful. So there's that.
On the Trail of Ed Wood is interesting because it's shot by the guys who ran this video store in LA. I forget the name of it, but it's a very famous video store in LA. And so they made a couple documentaries on Ed Wood and other people. So they actually went to the locations.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, they'd say, this is the place that Ed Wood died. Oh, this is where he shot Plan 9. We did that. So, yeah, it's worth seeing.
We did. Yeah. Paul and I, when he was here visiting, he had a whole list of places to go to and stuff. We weren't even able to hit nearly all of them or whatever.
Right.
But one of the places that I made sure we went to was basically where Ed Wood was living before he died and stuff like that. So we got to see that house and stuff like that. It was pretty neat.
And I got to see the one place that had the Capitol records where that was shot in Ratfinka Boo Boo by Ray Dennis Steckler. I was very excited about that.
Yeah.
The two bad things that happened with like locations, and I was there when it happened because I lived in Pasadena, is of course the original Batman TV series house that was like on the edge of the cliff burnt down. And then during one of the fires, and then during another fire, the original house on Haunted Hill house burnt down.
Ooh.
So sadly, those things disappeared. But if you're ever in LA again, you should go see where they shot the Puppet Master films. That's right in Pasadena. I used to drive past it all the time. Yeah.
Well, maybe when I come visit, you'll have to come to LA and visit. You know,
we need to do a full moon tour.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Oh yeah. If you come out to Vegas, we go to Tom Devlin. Talk to him for a while.
Cool.
At the Boulder City.
We should shoot something in Vegas, Moody. We should figure that out.
All right. So moving on. The first. So here's a movie that Paul gave me because he bought a Blu-ray version of it, and then we did our first Blue Cheese episode, which should be coming out. I think the day that this comes out, so same day. It's going to be Tuesday, but it is The Devil's Machine. Funny thing about that was we put the Blu-ray in there and it didn't even work.
No,
the Blu-ray didn't work, so that kind of sucked.
I'll have to test mine then.
Yeah, let us know if yours worked because it didn't work for our Blu-ray player. It was weird. So we ended up using the DVD that was in there because it was a DVD combo pack for Devil's Machine. Thank God,
I know.
Which is funny because we did a thing called Blue Cheese and we couldn't even watch the Blu-ray. So we still did it. We still did it, but we talked about that. Next,
it's funny that you say that because Red Letter Media has a brand new episode out today, and it's for VHS tapes. One of them is for The Incredible Melting Man, but they admit that they watched the Blu-ray instead of the VHS copy.
Yeah,
I mean, I would, So anyway, next is is a movie I got from Second and Charles. It was something I've been wanting. I kept seeing it and kept going, oh man, I hope nobody buys it, because I kept not getting it. But then I was like, I'm going to get it. And I also did it for horror film lovers for my first time watch, which was Devour, starring Jensen Ackles. And it's got Bill Sadler, it's got William Sadler and Dominic Swain, Shannon Sussman. And it is confusing as fuck. It's not a very good movie. It's very confusing and not in a fun way,
Dominic Swain.
Oh, she's great in it. Like I honestly, I even mentioned like I love every single actor in the movie and everything. So like they're the only reasons why I never turned it off, or whatever. Also because I was reviewing it, I didn't want to turn it off. But like it was actually it would have been okay if they explained shit better, which is funny because I looked at the Wikipedia and the Wikipedia explained it better than the film explained it, apparently, So I'm guessing that's like how they were wanting it to be, but just I didn't get any of that from it. So, so next I got next 1, 2, 3, 4 are from oldies.com. And this was part of a 5-pack that I got or whatever that included the 2 of the ones from Josh Kennedy. And this is Die Die Delta Pi, directed by, Sean Donahue and Chris Leto. And I think you know them, John, right?
Yes.
Like they do like sleaze box and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of sleaze stuff they do, and I own that, but a different, version of it, like a different copy of it.
Sean Donahue also did Naked Cannibal Campers and other things like that.
As you do,
right? So he's done some good stuff. I'm really excited because Marcus Cook did the special effects, and Roxy Vandiver, who I've interviewed before, who's in Spirit Camp, which is a lot of fun. She's in it, so I'm excited to see that at some point. Maybe it'll be an IFC or 31 Days of Indie Horror. Who knows? Or so. Then this I got Murder in High Heels, which we did a short film from this collection, and this is going to be probably next year's movie or next year's thing, because we already did a Brett Kelly movie for IFC this year. So, but it's a Brett Kelly movie called Murder in High Heels. It's film noir.
Film noir.
It looks cute, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited.
I like the short. The short was fun.
Yeah, short was short, like it's like nice little short. I liked it. Now this one, I'm excited. This one is definitely going on IFC this year, and it's something I showed Paul, and Paul said apparently he bought it, but I'm guessing it's going to be in Paul's next haul or whatever. I don't know if he got it in yet or not, but it's called Angel's Descent.
I've got it.
Yeah.
It came in the other day.
Yeah, and
it's ridiculous.
Originally called Souls, and it is like the trailer for it, John. I have to show it to you. It is it's horrible. I couldn't even find it under Angel's Descent. I had to like look this guy up on YouTube and find the Souls trailer, and I was like, oh my god, is that the same movie?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's one of those
sure
things.
It was.
The trailer is going to make you seek it out and buy it. I think that was oldies, wasn't it? That's where I got mine.
So yeah, so apparently the director is a second cousin of Academy Award winning actor Sidney Poitier. So he sometimes put his name as Johnny Baker Poitier or something, or Poitier Baker or whatever. Oh my goodness, he does not have the talent. It does not look like of So it looks like a lot of fun, and I kind of can't wait to do it. I think we have something set up for it. Then these next two, one of them's a oldies.com movie, and you might have bought it too. I don't know, Paul, or not, but I told you about it. Joe Ripple's Crawler.
Oh, not yet.
No, but this was at oldies.com, and I saw this and was like, I need to get this.
We've been searching out Joe Ripple movies.
Yeah, and it stars Justin Timpain, who you'll
there you go.
Talk about more later, and Daniel Ross, and a bunch of people from that area of filmmaking, which is actually Virginia, Maryland-ish, area. I think it's more Maryland area. But it doesn't star anybody big. I don't think.
Scares That Care. Have you ever been to Scares That Care, John?
No.
Hey, you should come on over sometime. I think you'd enjoy it.
Well, it does have cameos by George Stover and our buddy, the Count from Scares That Care.
Oh, okay.
Count Gordevol.
Count Gordevol.
But as himself or whatever. So that's wonderful. And Don Leifert, I'm not sure who that is. Leifer, I don't know. But then I had to go on eBay and buy this, which I was so excited, which is Stakes, also done by Joe Ripple. So I got two Joe Ripple movies. My plan is before Scares That Care in late July, I'm going to have all the Joe Ripple movies I can get, that are available on DVD. And so this is one of them. But it actually comes with commentary, producer director commentary. So you can hear Joe Ripple do commentary. I mean, that'll just...
I believe I have the digital version of that, and I think I have a couple others. So
it's also got Cindy DeVille,
Cindy DeVille. She was in so many budget stinkers.
Yeah, and and George Stover is another one from this, and so I'm excited. I can't wait to check that out as well. We're talking about doing it for IFC, but I'm like, oh man, I want Joe to want to keep having us at Scares That Care. If we're a little bit too mean, I don't know.
Oh, we're not mean.
We're not mean unless it's somebody we definitely think doesn't have talent. Then we might be a little bit whatever. But so the next one is another eBay movie, Ninjas versus Zombies. And Justin Timpain directed this.
Yep, I got it.
And it stars Daniel Ross and a bunch of different people. I mean, I don't want to even get into it. But the beautiful thing about this is they do have a Blu-ray which has all three of them, but I want to get all the DVDs because all the DVDs have commentary, and I do not believe that Blu-rays do. So I want to hear all the commentary track. That's why I like, if you're gonna have a Blu-ray or whatever, you gotta put the commentaries back on.
Yep.
I mean, I hate that crap. And last but not least is a movie that John Ward, I'm sure you have, is the Craiglin incident. And I think that's how you say it, Craiglin. So incident directed by Joel D. Wynkoop. Also stars our buddy Sean C. Phillips, Phil Herman, Debbie Rochon, Lloyd Kaufman, and I believe Dustin Hubbard has a cameo in it as well. So big,
That must have been a fun shoot.
I think he got done doing part 3 now.
Well, I think these are they all shoot on their own shoots, their own stuff. Because this was filmed during the pandemic. That's how thing started.
Unless it's Joe, who goes out, like, shoots in his front yard, or Joel. It's everybody's on like how we are. It's all like this throughout the whole movie, and it's 2 hours.
Well, I will love to just check it out, and I'll probably get the.
I'm going to say that again. It's like this, and it's 2 hours.
Oh dear!
And there's 3 of them.
But Debbie Rochon, I'll watch her in anything.
I'll watch her in anything too. So, and I'm just happy to see it, see what happens, or whatever. But yeah, I'll get the other 2 as well. I did when I bought this, he did give me an executive or not executive, I think it was producer credit for the next Craiglin 3, which I think you're on that too. So,
Yeah.
So that, yeah, I know, but
story behind those. But yeah.
We'll talk about that another day.
If you notice, I'm not too enthusiastic about it. Yeah.
Anywho, that was it. That's my last also. I guess we'll just do a quick update. There's not really much updated except that John Ward and I have a new show that's coming out. Do you want to tell everybody about it?
Sure. It's called Exploring Stephen King Films, and once a month we will be reviewing a Stephen King film. I picked the one that's coming out first, which is In the Tall Grass, and then Jonathan will be picking the second one. Then it goes back to me. Then it goes to Jonathan, and that's just what we will be doing. So it could be the short films, it could be the feature films. It's just Stephen King films. I would imagine sequels, prequels, all that stuff is involved. I mean, if we want to do 10 Children of the Corn movies, we can.
Even The Shining?
Which one?
Is that even The Shining?
The Shining will be in there, but then I would expect for us to also do the Shining miniseries, which I prefer. So,
yeah, I think if we do something as popular as The Shining, we might do like the miniseries or something else, because like The Shining's already been done like by a million other people,
Yeah.
And
and that's a Film Freaks level 1 too, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, but you got to. I mean, I think just doing good and bad is fine. But if you kind of have to do Kubrick Shining if you're going to do Dr. Sleep,
right?
So, because if you do the miniseries one, it follows the book, which does not connect to the movies.
Well, there you go. We'll have to check that out. And I think I guess that's it. Really, everything else that has happened last month is happening this month still. I think All About Acting's taking another break for another month, and then it'll be back in April. So what is it? A bunch of shows will be coming out in like June or July or something, or whatever. But till then, there's just the normal stuff we have. We've got What the Fuck Friday still coming, Short Film Saturdays, Film Freaks. Let's see what else that's been happening already. I think
Blue Cheese.
Blue Cheese is coming out this month.
Short films.
Yeah, like I said, Short Film Saturday. So
Quick review
just started coming out. This is going to be coming out this month. And we're actually changing that up and doing a 3-person thing. So we'll see, because those are quick reviews, and our things have been getting longer because of that. But we did one, all three of us did one. And so it'll be twice a month for that. So I'm excited. And then Maneater's still happening, and all the podcasts are happening. So Indie Film Cafe, Hooked on Hitchcock, that returns in March. What is it? Let's see. 90s horror, 80s horror. Trying to think. There's a bunch that,
it's bad when you lose track of all your podcasts and video shows.
You got a lot, man.
Yeah, I'm in charge of most of them too. Like the ones that Paul's in charge of aren't coming out until later, which is like Sexploitation, Sleazecast, and what is it? Forgotten Horror
Classics and Little Stinkers.
Yeah, so a couple of the ones that he's got in charge of is kind of, right now taking a little bit of a back seat until later. But the ones I've been trying to get it where it's almost like every day. That's just not happening. So maybe one day, that's my plan. That's my goal, is to have it where, I could record shit all day, every day, like whatever, and have like things every, releasing every day. Indie Film Cafe is still going with 3 episodes a freaking month, and that has been amazing so far. So we've already gotten to, basically by the time this comes out, all January and February will be done for that. So I'm really excited. Let's see. I think that's. Oh well, we've got your show, Reviews After Midnight and stuff. So
I'm going to be recording the new episode of that probably today or tomorrow.
Cool. So
for next month.
And Horror Film Lovers. So that show on our podcast, and we've got a YouTube thing for it, as well as a TikTok for it now. So there's TikToks for
at least till they kick us off.
I know. I think it could happen, but I mean, we're called Horror Film Lovers, but we don't really show anything horror. Like, we're not allowed. No. So, All
right. I'm afraid I'm going to have to step off because, nature calls.
Okay. Well, thank you guys and everybody for checking this out. Have a good one. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.